Do you
guys-
want?
You want to go live? You want to go live?
Wait.
Who's gonna go live?
Bat
Are we
and
talking
ball.
about-
Isn't
Am I
there-
host?
All right, Scooter. Let's Rochambeau for host today. Ready? 1, 2.
It's 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. 1,
1,
2.
2, 3, go.
I'm tired.
Silent paper. All right. Welcome everyone to Clickbait Sports. It is March 10th. We have a ton of things to discuss. Khalil Mack is being traded away from the Bears. Allen Robinson. We don't know what's going on with that. Aaron Rodgers. We got old news. It seems like a week ago, all this stuff. Aaron Rodgers staying put. Russell Wilson to the Broncos. Brandon is still happy. Carson Wentz. Like we got so much stuff to talk about. We ain't
Oh
even
my
got
God.
to all the other stuff.
Yeah,
Here's-
unfortunately, I'm surrounded by these guys right here. It's not good.
But first, let's introduce the rest of the Clickbait crew. Scooter, how you doing, buddy?
Listen, I would be doing much better if the Dallas Cowboys were not trying to get rid of every good player that ever existed on our team. Let's see how it plays out, though.
Tree, the Yinzer from
Hello.
Pittsburgh's.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. I wish I wouldn't be. I wish these guys were miserable so I could laugh at them. But I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right regardless.
Tom, you retained your quarterback for the rest, apparently for the rest of time. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling great.
I wanted chaos.
I'm feeling so good.
Whatever.
How are you
You're gonna
guys?
lose everybody anyway, so have
Listen,
fun.
it just means that God's favorite program is GPS, and that's it. He wants to see
No, what's
us
going to
happy.
happen is
You
he
can't
wants you to be
argue with this.
eliminated in the
You
playoffs
can't.
again.
Scooter he did something wrong. I don't know what Scooter did, but I mean, probably just rooting for the Cowboys. That was probably the biggest mistake. But obviously, we are the chosen ones, so I'm okay with it. I have business cards.
Let my people go. Okay, and Brandon, what are you doing up there? Look at that smile. Look at that S-eating grin
You
on
can't-
Brandon's face.
You
I was
can't
looking
bring
so
me
forward to
down.
dunking on you.
You cannot bring me down this week, guys. I've
No,
got a
we
real
can't.
quarterback, and you can't take him away. You cannot take him away. He already passed his physical. I got photos of the physical. I've studied them myself. Russell Wilson looks good, head to toe, baby. Khalil Mack, this is kind of weird. The Bears, they got a rookie quarterback, right? What do you do when you have your rookie quarterback? You spend money on all of your other players and their positions, except Chicago's like, we got to get rid of our best edge rusher and probably our best wide receiver. So Justin Fields, I am sorry. I'm not sure the Bears know what they're doing.
Let me give
But
you
I
on
got-
his
I got
defense,
nothing
though.
else to say.
Khalil Mack is $30 million. They need to invest in their offensive line. It was garbage last year. Allen Robinson did next to nothing, but that may be more because of Matt Nagy's offensive scheme. So he's probably going to get paid elsewhere. So there's my arguments for those two. Also, Khalil Mack's making $30 million.
So is that where we start? Khalil Mack?
Let's start with Khalil Mack.
Yeah, let's
No,
do
no,
the hot,
no.
let's do the hot
Apparent-
topic right now.
My
Let's
way
go.
Yeah.
downtown, walking.
We
fast,
start-
fast, and I'm home
with
bound.
DraftKings
Bears,
Sportsbook.
Bears.
Let's start with this.
Who would have bet on Khalil Mack getting traded right as
Oh.
Clickbait
Cause I
Sports
need
started?
you. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
What are the
I
odds?
miss you. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yo, what's happening? Okay, DraftKings this week. You've got conference championship. I believe that's college b-ball. You can turn your team's victory into your own big win with DraftKings Sportsbook. Just got to use code CLICKBAIT. New customers can bet $5 on any team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. It's pretty simple. And Illinois, I'm talking to you, the whole state right now. Mobile registration is back, and you can sign up for DraftKings with your phone. You no longer have to drive for hours to sign, just your phone, unless, of course, it's a rotary phone. then you need a plugin. I don't know how that works.
No.
If you in the rotary phone, if you just do the clickbait, the numbers, you roll those out, you do get the discount code. And if you don't, then it's because I'm a liar. And yeah, DraftKings Sportsbook.
We might have to do a clickbait bracket. Let's not forget about that. We might have to break down our picks. I'm smelling a deep run
It is
Auburn.
March. It is March.
I remember
There's
Scooter
no
went
March.
to a Final Four and he
I
watched
did.
Auburn blow the game from the upper deck and he didn't
It
even know
was
what was going
surreal.
on.
It was surreal. But Khalil Mack, what the heck, bro? Who saw this coming?
What was the cost?
Oh.
Someone break it
A
down.
second and a 6th round pick.
Tom,
Tom saw it
hey,
coming?
speak. You don't need to raise your hand. Just start talking, Tom.
No, you asked who saw it coming.
Oh,
So I
thought you
raised
were
my
raising
hand.
Your hand
Well,
like
it's
you were in
because you're a
class.
rival fan. You want to see your teams get destroyed.
How did you see it coming, though, Tom?
Because of his cap hit. I mean, I said this for years when they first traded for him, and I was all disappointed. But then I was like, oh, there's a window for that defense. And now you look, Akeem Hicks is apparently being courted by the Minnesota Vikings. Khalil Mack is no longer on the team. Oh, no, they're lucky Robert Quinn emerged last year. But, oh, no, are the days of the big bad Bears defense over? Shucks, what a shame. And they're losing Allen Robinson. Aw, yeah. So and Aaron Rodgers is coming back. It is the best of the best.
Do you think that Aaron Rodgers, as the Bears owner, made that trade? Like he rubber stamped that at the end, like
Or-
he was just like, I think that y'all
The
should.
Bears franchise like saw him coming back, and they're like, you know what, guys, let's just close it up. Let's close it up. That's it. That's it.
They just pulled down the
The
shield on
shutters.
their food truck, and they just drove off to the next parking lot, wherever they're gonna go. Keep those super chats coming. We do not have a punishment today. I don't think. No one's due, right? We squared up last
Oh,
week.
I had a question.
I have one more, but I'm waiting on my jersey. That's the only
Okay.
one.
Oh yeah, Perna's got a
You
shaved.
should get a
KC.
Wentz Commanders
Yeah.
jersey now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shaving Kansas City in my chest, not a question. I'm just waiting for my hair to get nice and thick, so it's good.
Oh, okay.
I got to do the combine challenge, and I've been having trouble securing like a location to shoot it.
Come to my house.
Yeah, I mean, I could do it janky style, and
Tom kicked a football between two trees. He couldn't go. He couldn't find a middle school and go.
The high school wouldn't let me.
Your old high school. You're like, I'm a teacher. I used to be a teacher here, and they're like, call security. Basically,
but I'm just saying, it might be janky once I get it put together. If that's unacceptable, let me know now.
Listen, we live for the janky. We live for the janky.
We are janky. This
is what I want to know, though. Would you guys, your
show
teams,
me?
would you have made that same trade for Khalil Mack? I'll start. Absolutely not, because we would have to get rid of our whole team.
You're already
Cap
doing that
wise.
though.
You're right. So might as well. What the
cap
heck?
doesn't exist. Look at the Packers. They were able to keep Rodgers for I
Would
think
you
it's
have
800
wanted-
million a year.
We don't
you
know
have
how much it's
wanted-
going to be.
Yeah.
On the Giants, Khalil Mack, a second and a sixth.
No, because you can't make those moves until the draft. Like they're being conservative. This is sort of a hybrid rebuild, and you got to see if Thibodeau is available at 5, which I'm doubting right now. But would
I
you
hope he's
rather
not.
have But would you
I hope
rather
he's
have Thibodeau at for his entire career, or not washed up, but already long in the tooth, Khalil Mack? I'm gonna wait for whoever they get at 5 and 7. If I'm the Giants,
You're missing on both of those picks, by the way. I've seen the future. You're missing on both.
Listen, if the Giants miss on 5 and 7, let's see, what should I do? Cover myself in like oil.
I just
and
feel like
just-
you should cover yourself in blue. Become a blue man.
Paint
Ooh,
bitches
blue man punishment.
blue body paint. We
Look,
won't know for several
if-
years if
if
they.
you
There's no
ever-
way.
If you ever win again for punishment, blue, whole body.
Yeah. Blue Man
Man.
Adam.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Brandon, would you have made this trade? Broncos, second and a
Ooh,
six.
I mean, part of me wants to say yes, just to keep him from going to the Chargers because I don't want him to have nice things.
Fair
I
enough.
also know every time you really start to buy into the Chargers, something bad happens to him. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm also keeping my heart open for Von Miller, who could be coming back to the Broncos. And I think there's an underrated guy in Hassan Reddick who will be available in free agency. I think you could get the same production and maybe pay less. But
Listen, as
what
long
were
as
you
it's
gonna say,
not,
Tom?
Can we
as long as it's
also
not DeMarcus Lawrence.
can we also mention that Khalil Mack is going to be going up against the Raiders twice a year?
Yeah,
That
that's
is
what's
going
going to be
to
very
be
fun.
Beautiful.
Dude, I watched Khalil Mack get 5 sacks in a game going against Michael Schofield, who it basically ended his time
The
with
guy
the
from
Broncos.
Prison Break?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Oh,
game
okay.
was prison.
Okay.
But luckily, I believe the Broncos, maybe they still won that. I can't
Tom,
even
you
remember.
making that
It's been a long
trade?
time.
Second and a six, Khalil
Am I
Mack.
making? See, here's the thing. Like, I don't really have a comparison. Like, I'm trying to think of a guy that like we vastly overpaid. All right, let me use you. So, like, you overpaid Zeke Elliott by like a ton and shouldn't have done that.
And
So,
for
would
that,
you
just
take
like
a
Jerry
second
Jones.
and a sixth for Zeke? I think you take that trade. Absolutely.
Oh, easily for a running
Like
back
Jerry-
on the downswing. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to. To be fair, we're gonna have to cut Zadarius Smith, and we're gonna like eat 12 mil because we can't keep him or
Mhm.
retain him. So like, I get it. You know, it's good to get something for him, but yeah, no, we're gonna have to eat. Like, I think it's like 12.5 or something like that. So
Yeah, we don't have the cap. We don't have the cap space, and the Packers definitely don't have the cap space for a Khalil Mack type trade right now.
Yeah.
Tree, Steelers
Yeah,
making that
I want to
trade.
hear this. Yeah.
Second and a
Well,
six.
it depends who the guy we're trading is. That's my question. Is it TJ Watt? Then the answer is no.
No, you're trading a second and a six. That's it.
That's it. Just
No,
future.
For
Just saying
Khalil
we
Mack,
should
I don't know if the
take on
Steelers have the
Khalil
cap. And like my question is Stephon Tuitt coming back? If no, then I don't know because I feel like the Steelers have more issues, so I don't know if they do it.
That's fair. That is fair.
All right. Oh, I want to switch gears. Speaking of someone
Thank you,
who's going-
Maxwell. Thank you, Maxwell. I couldn't remember if that was the Chris Harris Jr. interception game or not.
Speaking of someone who's going to face his former team twice next year, a guy by the name of Carson
X's?
Wentz, the
Ooh, the
former
Wentz.
Eagle. I think a lot of people had a good laugh at this trade by the Commanders. Eagles fans were laughing. Colts
Listen,
fans were
can I just-
laughing.
Can I take it?
Giants.
Can I take this,
Yes.
Five? Please.
Yes. Go
Please.
ahead. I'm going to hand off the ball.
Oh my gosh.
Run
like
with
what they
it.
should do to Pollard.
Oh my gosh. This is a glorious day for all NFC East fans. We are rejoicing in the
Except for
NFC East.
Commanders. Except for Commanders.
Carson Wentz is back. Five. I don't know if you remember, but Carson Wentz has been great for the Dallas Cowboys. What has he been for you?
You know, he always pulled out big plays against the Giants at
Like
the end.
7-2 against the Giants.
He's pretty. Listen, my opinion of him is that he can ball because every time he would play in Philly, he would torch us. But he goes on. You know, the divorce was very ugly in Philly, very ugly. Then he got a lot of money, and then he went to the Colts, and he's lost his job in the last 2 years to Jalen Hurts and nobody. Okay, so clearly something is up with Carson Wentz.
I just
Yeah.
don't know how a professional organization can watch the display of football from last season and say, I want that. That's what I want for my franchise. That's what I want for my starter. And guess what? We're going to pay his full contract. Don't worry about that, Colts. We'll pay that for
That
you.
works out for the Colts. Here's my thinking. And if you're a Philadelphia
Colts
Eagles
won that.
fan, he helped you out the first couple years, and now he's
Yeah.
going to keep helping you. So you know what? That second overall pick in 2016 is working in spades for him, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Tom,
I guess,
Brandon,
like,
what's
he
your
was
reaction
throwing
to it?
touchdowns in the other part of his career. Now he's throwing touchdowns to the Eagles in the second part of his career.
Okay.
And they're going to be really ugly laterals and just chucks and prayers from the end zone because he thinks he can play hero ball. We know this.
I honestly don't think the trade is that bad. I think it's funny, but
It's
after,
desperation.
after
That's all it
this
is.
year, his guaranteed money is 0. So the Commanders can literally walk away from him after this year. Now, again, they gave up 2/3 to basically have a transitional quarterback. So, I mean, is it the worst deal in the world? No. I do think it's very funny, though. I talked about this in the video. Like, the Eagles have to be sitting there because they were the ones who originally paid him this massive deal. And then they're like, you know what? I just took a big old dump and I'm not going to flush it. You guys deal with it. And they got literally paid to leave. Like, they were like, oh, Mr. Eagles, yes, right this way. And they were able to go and get a first-round pick. So
they pulled a Harry Doyle from Dumb and
this is
Dumber.
crazy.
They couldn't flush it. They just left.
Flush it.
Also, an update from the Khalil Mack trade, not trying to derail this. The Chargers are taking on that entire contract, too. So that's probably why the Bears were willing to move on.
What do we just
So
learn?
this is
Money's
interesting.
not
Like
real.
you're looking at this
No,
as
what
like
we
a
learned is
bridge.
the cap is a social construct. That's all it is.
So essentially, Tom, you're looking at Carson Wentz as a bridge quarterback, right? Are we thinking they might take someone in this draft here? Are the Commanders looking for a quarterback? What do we think?
Could. I mean, like, that's the thing. And I was just reading an article about this, that, like, no one wants to go to Washington. Like, that's a
Russell
legitimate
Wilson
thing.
didn't.
If
No.
you're
Russell
a free
Wilson didn't.
agent, like, if you're a big-time free agent, unless you're at, like, the tail end of your career and you're like, I got a year or
Like
two left in
Deion.
me,
Right.
sure,
Adrian
just pay.
Peterson.
I'll risk some broken legs and stuff, and I'll get poo water falling on me. Like, that's
Albert
fine.
Moore.
But
And
if
Carson
you
Wentz
have,
tore his
like,
ACL, too.
an actual career left, like, no. Why would you go there? Like, there's nothing. No, and I know it's very funny, but I mean that. Like, why would you go?
There's no
The
reason.
defense is not as good
stadium is a
anymore.
dump.
The offense is sputtering. Like, the field is a dump. The owner is garbage. Like, Ron Rivera is good. Like, I like Ron Rivera, but like, there's nothing that is the best thing about Washington is Wildflower, and a stupid white guy from New York made him in his basement. That's the best part about Washington.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. As someone who grew up in Northern Virginia, go ahead.
No, I'll just never talk again, Adam.
Go ahead, Brandon. You speak.
What I was going to say is Carson Wentz, the weird like reports about him having issues with the Eagles and then with the Colts, it's kind of alarming in that the Colts had Frank Reich, who is basically, besides Carson Wentz's wife, his biggest supporter on earth. And he couldn't make it work there. And beyond that, he was, quote, hard to coach or did not take to hard coaching well. And he's going to Ron Rivera, who's one of the harder ass coaches in the league. So I don't know how that fits. And just some advice for Carson Wentz, because he did actually play better last year for the Colts than he did the year before for the Eagles. So it's really
Stronger O-line.
Yeah.
But if I'm Carson Wentz, do not look up what happened to the last guy that got traded to the Washington football team that plays quarterback.
Here's my
Because
thing.
It is
That
the
guy
worst
died.
case
You mean
scenario.
Kyle Allen? Kyle Allen? Yeah, I mean, he got injured, too. So,
Oh, yeah,
Here's
and the
my
guy
thing.
before, too.
What, like,
Okay.
how many other quarterbacks could Washington have gone for, though? I feel like there's a slew of other quarterbacks you could have had that were not Carson Wentz that you did not have to pay this huge cap hit for. Like, what were the alternatives?
Mason Rudolph, like what? There was really nobody that's like a bona fide starter that is in the trade pool.
Jimmy
Honestly,
G's
Jameis
the
Winston
next
coming off
dude.
injury.
He's the next dude up.
Kirk Cousins refuses to go back there. No
It's
way.
crazy. I'm glad
No
he's back
way.
in the
Wow.
NFC East, though. Welcome back, Carson.
If you have to like think about it this way, the Colts know what's out there. They know about the Mitch Trubiskys. They know about the Jimmy G's and the Kirk Cousins and all those people. And yet they still were like, nah, I do not want Carson Wentz. And so with a weak draft class coming up for QBs, they know all of this. And they're like, yeah, I mean, honestly, like we might bring the Wildcat back and just have JT like take all the snaps directly. Like we might not even have somebody be a quarterback.
Yeah,
It might
it'll
be
the
better.
first. It'll be a revolution. I just want to, since you do mention the Colts, Tom, I just want to run down something real quick, some nuggets here. 2016, Andrew Luck was their starting quarterback. 2017, Scott Tolzien. 2018 was Andrew Luck. 2019, Jacoby Brissett. 2020, Phillip Rivers. 2021, Carson Wentz. 2022, no idea.
Dash.
What are they doing?
Now
What,
do the
like-
Giants.
At least we're consistent. We just put out trash. They're just running through people over
Are
there.
you talking about the
in,
Giants or us in this show?
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, we are trash. We all know it. Let's see here.
Can we talk about Aaron Rodgers real quick? Let's go to
Yeah,
Tom,
sure.
bro, because
Oh,
this
Lord.
is wild. Where were you when this happened?
I was home.
You were home.
home.
You got the notification on your phone.
I was
and
live within 10 minutes. That's how that. And honestly, the best part about that day, and I was like, wow, I could have been teaching right now, and I wasn't. That
was my first thought.
It was. I thought the big news of the day was going to be Devontae Adams. Like that's what I was ready for, and I'm like, all right, we're going to franchise tag him. We're not going to franchise tag him. And then the Aaron Rodgers news broke. And now here's the thing. Like the immediate deal that came out that it was for 4 years and 200 mil. I was like, hot damn, like that's a lot of money. And then Pat McAfee was going on Ian Rappaport's like thread and like, no, this is wrong. So we have no idea what the actual contract numbers are. But yeah, he's back. So I'm pretty happy about that. But what I will say is I'm more curious about what the terms of the deal actually are, because then that's going to potentially say like, hey, what's happening to Jordan Love? Because even if it's honestly like a 2-year deal or it's a 4-year deal with like an out after 2 years or something like that, I think they still stick with Jordan Love because they have no reason not to. I mean, he's barely a cap hit. So
that was
Yeah,
my
but
thing.
how does? Go ahead. Oh, how do you keep Jordan Love happy? I mean, I guess he doesn't have a choice, but like he's gonna be like
they have the same agent.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love have the same exact agent.
What does that mean? Like
So,
he's-
like-
So, I mean, if you're working in Jordan Love's interest, if you're the same agent, you're going to ask for a trade.
Yeah, exactly.
Because,
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
him being able to perform, guess what? I want more money for my client. I want more money for myself. So if I'm stuck as a backup, you're making the vet minimum after that first 4-year,
Well, that's why
5-year
I
deal.
think
Because there's no way they're taking that 5th-year option.
Well, that's why I think it's important to know like what the terms of the actual deal are, you know, like because right now he had a year left, right? He had this season left, and then that was it because they they voided out the year for next year. So now him coming back, I think if it's more than 2 years and it like logistically makes sense, yeah, then I think Love is gone.
Do
So,
you think
there's
you
no
will
more
have
Love.
any money whatsoever to realistically sign the players you need in the off season, Tom?
Well, here's the thing: are we talking about new signings or are we talking about retaining? Are we gonna we're gonna lose retain? We're gonna lose. Zadarius Smith is like basically out the door at this point. Randall Cobb, I don't know what's going to happen to him. I said that he was going to be a cap casualty. Mason Crosby could be a cap casualty.
What I mean is this.
old.
What I mean is this. Maybe I worded my question incorrectly. What I mean is this. With Aaron Rodgers now, is your team more likely to succeed with Aaron Rodgers getting paid all this money?
Which we don't know.
Which we don't know. But let's just pretend he's getting paid all this money and this is going to hamstring the team. Is that better than having no Rodgers at all and then you can spend as much money as you want?
Well, no, we couldn't. No, well, see, that's a false equivalency because even if we lost Aaron Rodgers, we wouldn't be able to spend that money because we would still have no money.
Break it down for people who are thinking
So basically,
like that.
the problem is depending on what Aaron Rodgers was going to do, whether we traded him or whether he, retire or whatever, we were still going to be very constrained by the cap just because there's mega contracts. Now, are there things that we can do? Absolutely, right? You look at Jair Alexander, he's going to get an extension, and that's going to free up about like $9 million to the Packers. On top of that, we might restructure guys like Preston Smith, Adrian Amos. Those can get restructured. We've already restructured a couple of guys. I think it was Kenny Clark, David Bakhtiari, and Aaron Jones, if I'm not mistaken. We did those guys. So there's ways that we can do it. It's just kicking the can down the road and hoping in 2024 the cap is going to shoot up. So here's what I've said from the beginning. The best chance for the Packers to win a Super Bowl in the next couple of years is with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. I think they will be a less talented team than they have been in the past 2 years. However, the big difference is that David Bakhtiari should actually be healthy for the entire season. We're going to get Jair Alexander back. Elton Jenkins is going to come back from injury. Those are big guys that are going to return. So, I mean, I think the Bengals and the Rams and many other teams have shown you need like a bit of, you need to be good, but you need a whole lot of luck. So, I mean, if
so you're
Rodgers
saying
is
you're
there-
going to be less talented next year is what you're saying, right, Tom? So you're going to lose to the Niners by 6 points? Is that
Potentially, yes. It could be 6.
Okay.
It might even be as much as 7. But here's the thing, 5. Regardless, I know that you will be on the couch and that Scooter will most likely still run with only 14 seconds left. So, it's all okay. It's all because it's fine.
Crossfire.
Here's what I want to know.
I wanted to hit both.
When Aaron Rodgers signed, Brandon, what were you thinking? Where were you? What was going through your head?
I hit a low. I hit a low when Aaron
it.
Rodgers announced he was returning. I was like, uh-oh. Well, actually, I was like, you know what? There are some pretty damn good quarterbacks coming up in this draft. This is an underrated draft for quarterbacks, guys. And let me tell you why. Malik Willis, love what he brings to the game. Carson Strong, best arm talent I've seen in years. Matt Corral could be the sleeper that I need.
Mm-hmm. Kenny Pickett in his little hands.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett.
Okay, so you were, what's the word?
I was low. I was like, because I thought Rodgers, if he decided to leave Green Bay, that the Broncos legitimately had the best shot to get him.
Agreed.
Russell Wilson, like it's been one of those names that's kind of been linked to Denver, but not the way Aaron Rodgers has. And I'm talking about like local media. I'm talking like it's a thing here. It's constant. Wilson was a little bit like the Broncos, but like Russell Wilson was linked to the Broncos in a way where if Russell Wilson really wants to be traded, the Broncos would definitely try to pursue him. Not like Russell Wilson would like to go to the Broncos. So I was like, well, maybe Mitch Trubisky too. I'll take a chance on Mitch Trubisky. I don't care.
You guys
You
think the Broncos draft a QB? Still draft a QB, Brandon? Do the Broncos draft a QB?
Oh, no. We're going to give Russell Wilson we're not the Packers. We're going to give him every piece of ammo he needs to succeed. So, like, I was literally almost done editing a video about just being completely torn, beaten by the Rodgers news, and then Russell Wilson to the Broncos broke, and my day changed. It was like I found out I no longer had cancer. Like it was that kind of relief. That's how much joy I felt. Oh, you don't take football
that's
that
a little
serious?
extreme, man.
You don't take football that serious?
The best part is it sounded like you were going to say a C or a K, and I really thought you were going to say it's like I found out I didn't have kids. And I was like, damn.
And you're like, wow, you are not the father. He was doing the Maury Povich dance.
He's doing the Jerry Jones right now.
Yeah,
celebrating like he just won the Stanley Cup, baby.
The crazy thing is this. You see, you guys up there are so happy. You guys are joyful.
Yeah.
Me and Tree.
What is Tree happy about?
What do I have to be happy about, dude? Like, I'm just like, our team's screwed.
Me and Tree are over here. We're getting bodied. All of our players on the Cowboys.
I ain't getting Cowboys. You're getting bodied, dude.
What's going on with the Steelers? What are the Steelers
We're not doing anything. Like, it's just like, okay, are we going to get a quarterback? Are we not? We're still trying to figure out a few things on our own. I don't know. I really don't know.
I want to know what's up with Amari Cooper. Why is he shopped?
Okay.
Wait.
Let's break down all the Cowboys news.
What's up with Jerry Jones' love child? What's up with Jerry Jones' love child?
Speaking of who's the father, speaking of who's the father, wow, transitions. Did y'all see this story of this woman came out? I recently saw this on Twitter. A woman is alleging she is the daughter. I'm not sure.
Man, that girl is weather beaten, dude.
Oh, you mean her? Oh, you mean her?
Mm-hmm.
That's a legitimate question. I do
is Jerry Jones's face like a moon crater or something? Jesus.
I want to know how old she is. Does anyone know? Like, actually?
Kind of cute.
But nonetheless, a report came out.
That's why God invented doggy style.
That Jerry Jones has a secret child. The owner of the Dallas Cowboys has a secret child. And in this article, it was said that he was making secret hush money payments, right? But all of a sudden, those payments have stopped. And now this woman wants more money.
She's 25.
what's owed to her.
Oh.
She wants a piece of the pie, I
What's that
guess.
Zeke contract?
Yeah, she
What?
wants
You
her
pay
fifth
Zeke,
year
but
option
not me.
picked up.
I don't think so, Dad.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
feel like
father.
things like this happen routinely, and we just never hear about it because the people up top do a better job of sweeping it under the rug.
Of
What do
course,
you
that's
guys
what money does.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the mom and the daughter are still alive. So Jera's not as stone cold as some other business owners that
Jerry-
tend to make things disappear.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't
would
think
vanish.
so. Apparently, there was like no admission of like that she's actually his child, right? And the settlement was between Jera Jones and the mom to keep it quiet. So I guess this is more of a thing where the daughter is like, all right, I need some cash.
Here's the thing.
Honestly, I do feel like this is more of a non-story, and it was just run. Like if this, I honestly believe if this were any other owner, it would
there's
not be that big of a deal.
I did the math. Hold on.
Go on.
Because she's 25, so meaning that Jerry Jones 25 years ago, I found a picture of him, looked like this.
No,
So
I think
that's
that's
what
after he won the
conference
Super
is
Bowl, so he was just pumping them out. Back
25 was what, 1997?
97. Well, I was thinking 96 because like that was 9 months plus probably a little extra age. He probably did this right after their Super Bowl win in 30.
Yeah.
So
But-
Neil O'Donnell gave the game away to the Cowboys. Jerry Jones is giving babies to random strangers on the street.
This is the thing,
you
though.
go.
Y'all think this is to distract us from what's actually going on with the Cowboys organization?
Maybe.
You think this
It
is a
might be-
false
yes.
flag?
This could be a false
They want
flag,
to
ladies
bury,
and
yeah, they
gentlemen.
want to
It's a
bury
sign
because-
from the
Think
government.
about it.
Amari
Think
Cooper
about
gets
it. This
cut.
is to distract us from releasing one of the best route running receivers in the league. Think about it. This is to distract us from releasing one of the best defensive ends in the league. I'm not so sure. I don't know. But the Cowboys have been doing a lot of foolishness. We've been trying to get rid of our best players while signing some of our other players. For instance, Michael Gallup. I love Michael Gallup. He's coming off an injury, though, and we're prioritizing him over Amari Cooper.
Younger.
Who else?
You guys are
Schultz.
apparently
you were
Dalton
just
Schultz, you
paying-
franchise tagged.
We
You know,
franchised
Dalton
Dalton
Schultz.
Schultz, which I don't think was a good move. I like Dalton Schultz. He's a possession tight end, though. He's not a blocking tight end. If you go back to some plays, you can even see Dalton Schultz misses some blocks. Zeke gets blown up. Zeke's blown up. It was Dalton missed the block. Okay,
And
so
it's a deep
some
tight
of
end
these
draft
moves-
class.
yes,
Yes.
it's just like some of these
Very
moves are
deep
so bizarre. Not only to me, but a lot of the Cowboys fans. I did see
They
that
are-
rumor. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Scooter, because they're also apparently listening to trade offers for Lyle Collins.
That was today.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
the big rumor that I'd heard, and I think it is unequivocally false, is that after the Cowboys lost to the 49ers, Amari Cooper called Dak Prescott the Black Kirk Cousins. Okay? That's what's going around the interwebs right now. That's why some people think we're trying to move Amari Cooper, not for any other reason than there's a rift between him and Dak. Bruh, are y'all serious? No, that is not what's happening. I hope. But now I wake up today, it's another player we're trying to trade. Lyle Collins, one of the best tackles that you can get. And on the trading block, we're down bad cap-wise. We have to do something. I don't like what we've done thus far. That's it.
Well, I mean, this year was your shot, and you kind of screwed the pooch there, unfortunately.
It just feels so weird because it's like the NFC is wide open. Who is there in the NFC that is far and beyond? There's no one. The Bucks diminish. The Packers diminish. The 49ers, we should have
Diminished,
beat in the-
buddy. On our
Diminished.
worst
The
day.
AFC is
Diminished.
getting
Our
richer.
worst
diminished.
day.
Diminished. There's no
you
one
are down
in the
bad,
NFC.
dude.
You don't even have
Yeah,
enough
down bad.
to diminish.
There's
Dumb
Mark
image.
Lawrence, Amari Cooper, Lyle Collins. That's diminishing if we lose any of them. That's diminishing.
No, they're
All
going to
because
vanish
you
like the
overpaid
sun
for Zeke.
blinding in AT&T Stadium. That's what's
I'm
happening.
All
honestly-
because you overpaid for Zeke.
I'm very curious because
And
the
Dak.
NFC East is such a perfect case study. What is worse, a bad QB or a bad coach? We're going to find out because 3 of them got bad QBs and one of them's got a really bad coach. So
Why didn't you warn us properly? You did not do the due diligence, Tom. I'm honestly
They did.
upset with you.
They did.
You could have done a
did.
better
We
job
told
warning
you.
you.
I kind of did.
We
You could have done a better job. That's all I'm saying.
We tried. I mean, dude, that's on Jerry. We all said Mike McCarthy. was
Jerry.
better, so that's all.
And
I'm
it's
saying.
what's crazy is Jerry even knows that now too. This man is literally talking about hiring other coaches in front of Mike McCarthy. He's like, Mike McCarthy knows he's not going to be the coach of the Cowboys forever. Literally after year 1, he's saying stuff like this. He's saying Mike McCarthy knows he's not going to be the coach.
Ooh,
Anyways,
damn.
Sean Payton.
What does that say?
Dak is the Black Baker Mayfield.
Russell. Okay.
Did I
Hey,
get?
look,
Did I
if
buy
I-
this shirt? Yeah,
if-
I
if-
did buy this shirt.
Brandon, I have a question. If I were to speculate on what happens with Amari Cooper, if I were to bet on that, where would I go?
Oh, you would go to DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, baby. Ooh,
Seamless.
check this shite out, ladies and gentlemen. DraftKings is gonna take care of you,
Not cussing.
not just for today, but for the rest of your life. With the DraftKings retirement plan featuring conference championship games you can bet on like never before, new customers. You bet $5 on any team to win, and you can get $200 in free bets if they do. It's that simple. If they win, you win, then you retires. Illinois listeners, we have some big news. Mobile registration is back, and right now you can
Bears
sign
still
up
suck.
for DraftKings Sportsbook simply by downloading the app
Bet
right to
against
your
the
phone.
Bears.
If sportsbooks ain't available in your dumb state, you can still join the action with DraftKings Pools. Everyone can play free all March long for a shot at over $250,000 in prizes.
The heck?
The heck?
So they
For
have
free?
free to play pools
Damn.
for, states that don't got the legal sports bettings. And you
I'm
can
about
still
to
do fantasy. You got basketball, baseball is going to happen. So I'm sure DraftKings
You can
is
bet
happy
on
about that.
baseball.
Baseball. Look, can we
Hey,
talk
bet
about
on-
baseball real quick? It's
Bet on
back.
which member of Clickbait Sports is actually Jerry Jones' kid, only at DraftKings.
Oh,
Sportsbook.
5. Let them know. Let them know
Clickbait.
about the Little League stuff.
The Little League stuff. Hey, listen, that picture is old. All right, listen. My
Picture's
beard
hot.
is not as smooth as it used to be. We announced this last week. We did talk about it. We are playing a minor league team in baseball.
Little League. I just imagine playing a bunch of 8-year-olds like, we're going to smoke them.
So,
Oh,
That's
what?
Yes.
what Jess thought we were.
Dude, I go up Pete Rose on the
back up
home
now.
plate catcher too. I'd be like,
Gotta
get out
back
of my
up
way.
now.
They just
That's
like,
right. You would Ray Fosse somebody? Yeah. okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
5,
like
what's
baseball.
going on? Tell us what's
So-
happening, 5.
June 1st, we're playing the Sock Puppets in Burlington. The
Mhm.
second day, we're going to do an inter squad game. We've got a lot of big names coming in. King of JUCO is coming to play with us. RBT is going to be there. Who else? Baseball.
So basically,
Like,
for those who don't know what 5 is talking about, we are challenging a minor league teams and
8-year-olds.
minor league players,
8-year-olds, dude.
YouTubers versus the minor leaguers. It's going down.
It is
I
happening.
don't know how to play baseball. I have
We're-
a month and a half to learn. Let's go. It can be done.
So I threw a couple bullpen sessions the last couple days. Let me tell you, the arm is not where it used to be, and I always
arm is
wondered
dead.
why when my dad got older, he wasn't very good when I would play baseball. I'm like, why can't you throw? And now I realize that your body just breaks down over
Your
time.
body's just like,
and you
nope,
just-
nope.
I
you're
went
done.
to play
Just,
basketball
uh,
yesterday,
says-
and I still can't feel my back. But baseball is back,
you
guys.
need a backiotomy.
5 and 3. Tell us, why was baseball away for those who don't watch baseball, don't know what's going on, and why did it come back?
So, oh wow, $200.
200 bones for Brandon. There you go.
Wow, yeah, that's a
Oh,
great
hey,
segue.
whoa. We're
Whoa,
not
whoa,
safe
whoa,
right
what?
there, vagabond.
So baseball they locked out the players because every 10 years they have a CBA, collective bargaining
What the heck?
agreement. And then this year it was up, and there was a lot of bickering, a lot of fighting. Baseball owners still very mad about 2020, all the money that they lost because they only played a 60-game season. Players very upset because their salaries haven't matched the increase of inflation. And basically what happened was, I think the players probably caved on a lot of issues today. A lot of things are going to happen. There's going to be a universal DH, 14 playoff,
12-team playoff,
12 team. International draft is all changing. So they made all these concessions, and we got baseball because they understood what was at risk, and baseball is back. That's
what were the biggest like contentions for both sides? Like the players wanted this, they didn't want.
Players wanted a competitive balance tax. That was the biggest issue for them. They wanted
Too boring.
issues with minor league minimum salary. There was an issue with the international draft later on.
Yeah,
service time, especially Super 2 negotiations, and also a pre-arbitration salary pool for players that play well and want a little bonus thrown in. That was a big thing too. I think it's like 50 or 55 million.
And so they literally went to war over these issues and would not budge.
Yeah, well, they got it done.
Yeah, I mean, it took a bit. It got ugly, but they got it done.
What was the deciding factor? Do we know? Just the games being canceled?
I have not seen any terms yet. I'm just happy that all we lost was 2 weeks. And flatulent.
Actually, it's not even 2 weeks. Like they're starting, I think April 7th is opening day. So they just
play full 162.
Yeah, full 162 double headers for the rest. So it's just like it was that arbitrary threats. It's like, okay, we're not going to play games unless you do this. It's like,
Brandon,
just negotiate.
Hold on, back up a little bit. Brandon, were you the lead singer of Green Day? Is your name Billy Joel, whatever his name is? I hope you had the time of your life. All right, let's go back to football. One thing that we didn't talk about.
You're the piano man.
We didn't talk about is where does Deshuan Watson go?
Oh wow!
He goes in the middle of a court case to settle his claims.
Okay, look, a month ago, no charges were filed on Trevor Bauer, and who was accused of, sexual assault or whatever. I said, wait until we have all the data. Apparently we have all the data. No charges were filed, and it's been swept under the rug. So what if that happens to Deshaun? What if there are no charges? Hold on. Fraudsters.
What I saw though was that some of the women were.
Hey. They're celebrating with you, man.
Embrace it. They like the hairstyle.
You know what? I was really looking forward to the Kirk Cousins arc when you acquired him. But unfortunately, I mean, to be fair, you could still acquire Kirk Cousins. 2-quarterback system, maybe.
Yeah, I could probably
revolutionary.
pay Kirk Cousins' salary with these super chats right now.
Give it time, you could.
What were we just talking about? It literally just.
Deshaun Watson. Where is Deshaun Watson?
I heard that recently that they literally called some of the accused women to testify in. What do you do before you go into court? You go do depositions.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't think this is being swept under the rug. I feel like this is starting to proceed. Chat, let me know if I'm off on that, but that's what I've read.
It's about what criminal charges are going to actually stick, I think is what's happening Friday.
Right, and apparently there aren't any. I mean, he hasn't been charged.
He hasn't been charged, but 10 complaints against him have been filed with the Houston Police Department. So and those range from misdemeanors to felonies. That is, the sexual assault charge is the big one. So it's kind of, I think Friday they could determine which one of those they think after the grand jury hears it are valid, and then he might be charged. Those might be cleared, and then it might just be the civil cases after that, which is it's still not good, but
right. But I think the Texans and the NFL are willing to live with no criminal charge. Like, I think that's like if he's gonna get on the field, they'll be like, all right, well, he wasn't charged. That seems like a civil matter to us.
It's crazy. It's just so crazy because like the inconsistency. I think that's what gets a lot of people. It's the inconsistency, especially like a lot of Cowboys fans are still heated over the Zeke stuff. Zeke getting suspended, no charges filed. This was based off the NFL's investigation. What? Okay, but it's just so interesting. So,
and then you have Calvin Ridley, the gambler, gets suspended for a whole
gosh.
year.
Let's talk about this, please. Oh my gosh!
At least use DraftKings Sportsbook and use code Clickbait. That's the
So
question.
apparently,
First of all-
his screen name was Calvin Ridley from the Falcons.
I thought
and
that was a
that's how
joke.
they
I
caught
thought that
him.
was a
No,
joke.
No, that is a joke, but that's what I'm saying is that the way they caught him was the actual app reported him to the NFL.
Mhm.
Like they
yeah.
snitched on him.
Honestly, what you needed to do was
burner
ExpressVPN, use code TREE. Like that.
Is Tom just downloading pictures of all of us?
Yeah, uploading them
it's his
immediately.
version of revenge porn. That's what it is.
Guys, let me know your thoughts on this because I have people.
That was not me.
No, that was
Well,
you.
I really want to get this thought out, guys, for real. I have people in my tweets underneath my comments saying things like, "Hey, you deserve it," right? That's what is deserved. Wait,
Like his
what?
punishment?
What?
Like the
Yes,
year-long
like
suspension?
if you do the crime, let's recap.
What's
Okay.
happening?
Yeah. What did we just
Who are
lose our
we?
train of thought in the middle?
I
of
lost
that?
my train of
know
thought
what.
completely. It
All
has
of us
left.
collectively lost.
You don't
our
even-
minds.
You're basically saying because he gambled and he knew it was against the rules, he deserved to be punished, correct?
Yes, that's what
Yes.
people are saying underneath my stuff. You knew the rules. You should be punished. It doesn't matter if it's $20 or $20,000. You knew the rules. You should be punished, right? And there are people who think like that and agree with that. But where are these same people when Brian Flores was getting offered money to lose games?
Well, that's
No
alleged. That's
punishment
still
for the
alleged.
That's
owner.
alleged, and it's still
That's
underway.
not
They still have to investigate.
factual.
No
We don't know
punishment
for
for the
sure.
owners.
It'll
A
come.
year?
Don't worry. If it's true, he's getting sold. He's out.
You guys think if it does come out that the Dolphins ownership
Oh
did
yeah,
do
He's
that?
gonna lose
yeah.
the team.
That's an ethics issue,
Yeah.
man. That
gonna
destroys
lose
the
the
integrity of the game.
Because
He's
people are
done.
talking, people are talking about the integrity of the game. The integrity of the game. Your coach, your owner was paying your coach to lose.
Which is why.
Where was your
if it-
energy for
If
this?
it's
I
proven
didn't see
true,
anyone
and it
under my
probably
comment.
will be,
I
he's
don't
gonna get
think-
sold.
I don't think there's receipts on that. I think that's just speculation. I don't
Yeah.
think.
The problem is,
I
if
don't-
it's speculation, nothing's gonna get cleared.
I think this man has the receipts.
Speculate
I
and
think,
recollate.
You think?
I think it's
And
just
all he needs is one text.
because so many people
Yeah.
are like, it's the integrity of the game. Yeah, who cares if Ray Rice got 2 games? That's only assault. That's what people were saying. And that's assault. That's not the integrity of the game. What? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? What do you value
I don't know.
more?
What are we talking about? Like
Morals? Morals
I
versus
think players
the
should be
integrity
able
of
to
the game.
bet on themselves every single week.
I don't think that you should be able to bet on
Dude,
games, but I think
I bet
that
against myself, dude.
I think that if there has to be some precedent. Like,
Under 200
Calvin
yards.
Ridley, he
Yeah,
wasn't
easily.
involved
Sure.
in these games,
Sure.
though. He was not a participant in these games.
No.
I think the suspension for him is harsh. I think the player association needs to appeal this and at least get him half a season back because that
It'll get
seems
reduced.
more appropriate.
But they were saying
and
that
fair
like
for him.
everyone else got the same punishment for betting on games. So it's like
It's
This
just
is what you get.
hypocritical though, like because you can go leave the game, right? If you live in Vegas, you can go leave the game and then bet your entire game check on the craps table and be just as much as a degenerate as Calvin Ridley sitting at home betting a $1,500 parlay.
I disagree with that equivalency. Like I think what I talked to Perna about is like if we're saying it's because they could influence the game, right? Because that's what it is, right? It's the integrity of the game. I guarantee you, Pat McAfee, Tom Brady, a number of retired players have all those same connections on those teams, just like Calvin Ridley did, who wasn't playing and could make those same phone calls that Calvin Ridley didn't even do. Like, if we're just talking hypotheticals here, I think what Scooter's saying before, though, it's the consistency that's the problem. If you
NFL
said,
real discipline,
listen,
baby.
you get a year because you bet from the game, and that was like the it. Okay, I think people be like, all right, that makes sense. The problem is when you have like domestic violence, when you start talking about PEDs in which people are legitimately cheating in the game and are caught and are getting less of a penalty than gambling $1,500 when you were nowhere near the team. That is where the outrage should be.
Well, you have to pick your illusion, Tom, right? We as the fans, we want to believe that the game is fair, and we just want to ignore the fact that football players have not gotten any smaller. In fact, they've gotten bigger, faster, and freakishly more athletic. And no one's like, I wonder if it's steroids. I wonder.
What do you think the solution to this is, though? Because we could talk about the problems. Is the solution mandatory minimum?
Everything.
Mandatory minimum? Hey, look, if it's any type of domestic assault, whether it's a caress, a light slap, or a punch to the face, it's this many games.
I think, yes,
every time.
Punching to
mandatory
the face should be an appropriate.
But so here's the issue too, right? Are we going to do it in broad strokes, or are we going to do it being subjective? Because I think you can make an argument that Calvin Ridley, who had no influence on the game, didn't talk to anybody, they did an investigation. I don't think that's worthy of a year suspension.
Considering I think conversely though, I think if you bet on a game that you're involved in, whether you bet to win or especially if lose, you should be banned for life. Like you should be done. Like or at least like a
for 5-year
suspension.
For life?
That is terrible. That is bringing in the worst element.
That's terrible. Like you think betting for I'm a Cowboys player and I bet for the Cowboys to win. I'm a Cowboys player and I bet for the Cowboys to win. You think that's terrible? I think domestic abuse is terrible.
What if you bet against your team to win? Like, what if you bet for an L?
Okay, I could see that. I don't get handed betting
and you just throw it on the turf. You're Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is betting against the Giants.
Betting against.
That must be what he's doing.
Betting against, terrible. I'm a Cowboys player.
Where do you draw the line?
I'm saying we're gonna win. You think that's terrible? You think that's terrible?
Yeah. Well, if you bet on your team to win and you're playing all hard through the 60 and you injure yourself because you needed to win because you're going to lose 20 grand or something for the team because the team doesn't win, don't you think that affects the outcome of the game? Don't you think that I know when Pete Rose was betting for his team to win games, he was leaving pitchers in too long, or he was using relievers that he shouldn't have, or he was trying to win games that he was going to lose anyway.
I see what you're saying.
It does affect it.
You're saying it can add some unnecessary influence to the game. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying.
Transparency.
That's why
all
I think
players should be allowed to
capacity.
bet. Players should be allowed to bet on the games they play in, but there needs to be one live streamed area where we see every bet every player places.
Blockchain.
So
on the blockchain.
Justin Herbert bets on himself to throw over 400 yards on that day. You go,
so we can bet against his
Justin Herbert believes he can do it. I'm putting more money on Herbert this week.
I would love if you're just like you look at that and Mike McCarthy like bet against Dak Prescott.
It's on the big screen. It's on the huge TV.
No, just watch like
live
Mike McCarthy bets on Zeke Elliott to fumble twice, something like that.
He's like,
It's like, hey, fumble.
Draymond Diggs is going to get 3 interceptions.
If you fumble, we'll give you a contract raise right now.
And Dalton Schultz is going to drop 5 passes.
Well, I mean, to that though, I mean, look at Bountygate, right? Because that kind of is what we're talking about, in which you had players who were given bonuses, right, for injuring other people. So, I mean, like, we've already seen it at work. Damn, Brandon's getting piled on today.
Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Start thinking about
Let's go, Brandon.
We need to take him down.
Let's go, Brandon.
I've already got 2 in a row. I thought this
you know what? We're celebrating with you, man. You know what? Everyone's saying, let's go, Brandon. They're not talking about the president. They're talking about the president of Broncos football.
You're damn right they are.
All it takes is one haircut, Brandon. That's all it takes.
God, handsome Brandon is killing it.
Can we get hashtag handsome Brandon in the comments?
Baby.
Handsome Brandon.
Should Brandon
in the
have
comments.
to shave his head? Should he go bald?
Absolutely, man. Leave Brandon alone. This is a great style. He needs to stay in this style for at least a month.
We should do a show where we look like each other, though. I've suggested this. Someone would have to wear a bald cap.
How about
wear a wig and look in a Cowboys jersey?
Halloween.
Scooter and
Let's do it
Tom.
for Halloween.
I mean, Tom and a couple laundry list items. By the way, this is the 1-year anniversary of Clickbait. I think what we should do is go around. We've done this for a whole year. I don't know why we've done it.
I'm surprised we actually lasted this long. I thought we would have broken up like the Beatles after 3 months.
Yes. We should go around and say, what is your favorite Clickbait memory so far in this first year of doing business together? Probably if you have a favorite punishment, perhaps, maybe a thing. Tree, what's your favorite thing so far?
My favorite punishment was this moment right here, which unfortunately was not live to see, but it was absolutely hilarious. It was fantastic. And I love the fact that he had the Head and Shoulders and was so miserable in that suit, yet he did not get invited to the Super Bowl. It was an amazing sight.
Yeah, didn't he weigh like 10 pounds? Brandon, what's your favorite memory in the
today? Today is Brandon Perna's favorite memory. What do you mean?
$200 getting piped over there. What's up?
My favorite Clickbait memory is when
it's hard. Like I'm trying to think of one too. Like
I know mine, but I'm just saying.
It's when Scooter did Scooter Elway and really just kind of half-assed it.
I'll take it. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Thomas,
because I love
there's a couple that I think one of the best moments, honestly.
Oh, wait, I know. Sorry, Tom.
Look at it. He's like,
okay, fine. Oh, Jesus.
It was watching Adam paint live.
That's what I was going to say, you dude. Oh. Finding out that Adam could actually paint, I honestly was floored. Like, that floored me for days.
Yeah,
that's what I was painting.
That is good. We should auction that.
I should auction this off.
Like, we need to just auction everything we've done, because I've got like extra costumes and stuff I'm never going to wear.
The shampoo thing is gone. It's gone.
My favorite moment was clearly the shampoo bottle. Absolutely. It was just, bruh, did you get rid of it? Because
I had to. It was ripped when I got it.
And the next punishment is
buying
buying
another money in
one-time
auction,
only.
dude. We could have done it for charity.
I do it. I'll auction anything else off. That's fine. Like I know that thing, and it didn't smell good. Like it was bad. It took like 3 months to get. It was just not great.
Our boys over at Stark Raving Sports says Perna with the Mike Fires, the monkey beard was good. But my favorite moment was Scooter dressed as a Green Bay Packers cheerleader.
Listen, I cleaned up
a lot of men were very confused that day.
I'm just saying.
Screenshotted that.
Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
I'm just saying.
I do have an honorable mention when we memed Divine Diablo into existence.
That
was good.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good for us. That was a good
Wild
day.
Scooter was pretty good too, though. Like Scooter
Scooter as Wildflower. And Tom doing the entire show as Tom was very funny as well.
That was an early.
You know what? We didn't even show love for making Tree listen to Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown.
It.
Right,
because I was miserable. I lost like hundreds of subs by doing that.
Hey, you just tweeted out the bad one.
All right, guys,
you lost subs doing that?
Yeah, it was the ultimate punishment. That is an impractical Joker's level punishment, like an actual just.
Oh my! Why am I sweating so profusely?
And
Y'all
then
see
Brandon also got a perm, which I think was pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
All right, we made it to an hour, so
Why is it
let's
so
do
hot
the
in here?
countdown. I think we know who won. Look at you. You losing weight. You got COVID sweats over there. Scoots.
He has a nice greasy gloss. It's like he's
Bro,
really
I'm
lathering himself
sweating
in
over
cow
here.
fat.
What the?
I've
Hey,
never
we gotta end this. I gotta go in
so
the air conditioner
bad
up.
as.
It's already been an hour? Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Tom, take us away.
19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 4.
That's it.
This is what all your donations are for.
Oh, 4.
Brandon Perna's gonna get naked next week. And all of our
What?
knees is gonna get mighty weak. Oh yeah, cover your eyes.
Brandon's getting naked. What?
Whoa.
Oh, I'll do
This
that.
got a little X-rated.
That's a punishment for you
stop
guys,
that.
not for me.
I got $37.98.
Whoa! Conman
No,
dropping a
that's
hundo at the
He
last
is
second.
conning
Nice.
everyone.
Ha.
Oh my gosh. Hold up.
I'm $89.26.
God,
I'm
man,
good.
you didn't need to do it.
Hey, embrace it,
already
dude.
lost.
If you're gonna whore yourself out, make a couple extra bucks on the side.
Yeah,
That's
be
all
a
I'm
good
saying.
one. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say. If you're gonna be a hoe, be a good one.
Yeah, either be the best or don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo.
I made $211.90.
Not bad.
Ooh, Scoot
Tom.
the Groots.
Tom, tell me how to access this again. What do I do?
You go
All right,
into
so
your
go
live
on
video.
YouTube.com.
Go live. Go
No,
live.
no. Yeah, go live.
Yeah, go into the little.
Yep, and then you click the stream.
Yep.
Got it.
Click on this.
Okay.
Screen.
And then-
$88.97. $88.97.
Yep.
$88.97.
Got it.
Perna. What's the
Now
total,
you go
sir?
on to chase.com or whatever your banking is. Okay, what's
Okay,
that
yeah,
account number?
And then you give us
Okay,
the
this-
password. The password is
this is
Jerry Jones
crazy.
Child.
This is so stupid. $866.96.
$800.
There you go, man.
Doing?
Hey,
Bro.
if you're gonna be sore in the morning, might as well make a couple $100 so you can cry yourself to sleep with a mimosa. You know what I mean?
Hashtag
Get that money.
handsome Brandon. It is
That
a
flip.
tongue twister. It's a tongue twister.
Flip.
Okay.
I did get a late
Oh,
20, but that
handsome
doesn't count. From M
Here's-
Dom. Thank you.
What's coming
saw
out on your
somebody-
channels?
No, we
I saw
got to
somebody
do
suggest-
Ernest
Well, we gotta
punishment.
do the punishment, man.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I saw somebody
Yes,
suggest
let's
sir.
elect-
Punishment, man.
that I should do a book report on Super Bowl 48. Like,
Eh,
Oh, harsh enough.
We have to take this man down. He is on a
it's
high up here.
$800.
Yeah. We've
Yeah,
got
that's
to
one of
take
the worst
this
days of my life.
man down.
I could do
I-
a live stream rewatching Super Bowl 48.
Should
Can
we make
we
him
make Brandon Perna remake a Sierra music video?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
You have
Yeah.
to learn a dance in
Yeah.
a Sierra music video.
Yep, you have to
TikTok.
replicate
It's for
it.
Russell
Yep.
Wilson.
Mhm.
TikTok it.
In honor
This
of
is-
Russell Wilson.
This
I
is
think
on
you should have
brand.
to
Okay,
dress
we're
like
trying
Sierra.
to help you with content. This is on brand.
Yes. I think
We
you
believe
should
in you.
dress up as
If
Sierra
Russell
and
Wilson
do
can
one
do
of
these
her
dances. You can do these dances.
Yes.
Okay. hold
Are
on.
we
I mean,
getting an agreement here? Are we? Put the hands in.
He could veto it. He could.
I'm good.
You know,
But if you veto it, that means we get to elect the second one gets implemented automatically.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of already did that for yesterday's video, but wait, I got to
No,
learn
we
a
need to
full
see it.
Sierra dance.
Yes. the
I'm
full
saying like
Sierra
you look
dance.
up a music video.
you look up
like,
the whole Sierra. Did we find it? No, I'm not trying
Which
to get
video-
Wait,
demonetized.
did you do like what was it
most
like Level Up or
popular
whatever the other song, like whatever that song was?
Level
Yeah.
up.
You were like
Yes,
humping the desk.
level-
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he already did that. So
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
You
that's-
guys, I do that shit for fun.
cursing Perna.
Oh,
Okay.
We made it.
Chat, help us out.
We thought
What should
because we
Perna
made it an
do? Help
hour.
us.
I mean,
He already. Why'd you do that already? That's just.
I didn't do
so-
the whole thing, but I.
Okay, then you should have to do the whole thing. The whole thing.
Mm. Cheerleader outfit, sing a love song to
Oh, no,
Pat
no.
Mahomes.
Either that or do
How
the
about-
show in a thong.
Or
the whole
recreate 3 TikToks from Jackson Mahomes. That's too much. That's too much.
time. That's not
See-
too much. It's not
Mm.
too much.
I'm just
You should
thinking
do
things.
one from Brittany Matthews and 2 from Jackson Mahomes.
Change hair color to pink. Absolutely not. This man is handsome right now. We must keep him intact like this. At least 3 more.
What
Ranking
about
Bronco QB performances from 2016 to 2021?
can Brandon
You can hear
Perna
it.
make a video dressed in 49ers gear ranting about how much he hates Russell Wilson coming to the Broncos and just tweet that out?
No context.
No context.
800. Is that 800 worth $800?
I mean,
It could
Oh,
be.
The
man.
problem they'll know Perna's kidding. That is an issue.
That's
Uh,
true.
Um,
Chat, what are you doing? Help us with a punishment for
telling
Brandon
you.
Perna. This man
How
almost made
about-
$1,000. How can we punish him?
How
I
about a
think
rally video for the Kansas City Chiefs?
I think he should have to
Sierra.
recreate the Chad
should-
Kelly incident. He should have to go to Von Miller's house or whoever, and then break in, and
And then have
get
somebody
arrested.
just run in with a
You
vacuum
should
and
have
rush
to
them out.
dress
Mhm.
up as Sierra for the next stream.
Yes,
Or
I
a
think that's
thunder.
fair enough. Him as
That's not
Sierra
bad. That's what
Dress
Dress
like
up
a
as
horse.
Sierra.
in a dress.
Dressed
Wait a
as
minute.
Sierra. In a dress.
Remember we were talking
wore a
about on
cat
GPS
outfit.
about how Russell Wilson would make a very good looking centaur?
Yes.
Can you dress up as a centaur?
Ooh, they have those costumes available. I saw
Oh.
one.
And then 1-2 step as a centaur.
Yes, and make a
That
video
is-
of you running around as a centaur.
That is the
as-
punishment. You must dress in a centaur uniform and do the 1-2 step to the tune of Sierra's 1-2 step.
I think you should also learn how to gritty in the.
Are we in agreement?
Yes. What's the
Oh, Jess likes that. Jess likes it. Jess
Jess
approves it.
Philippa's.
Chat, what do we think? We good with that? Dress up like a centaur and 1-2 step?
Centaur.
I'm
Okay.
good with that. Centaur
Yeah.
costume. Yep.
I don't have any better ideas.
Why not?
All right.
5, what's coming out on your channel? Stop playing.
A little bit of March Madness, a little bit of college basketball. College basketball's most cheatingest moments is coming up next. And there are a lot of cheating in
TDG,
college basketball.
what is coming out?
Well, here's the thing. There was a video that was in the works, and then my mic battery died 10 minutes into it, so it's still going to come out. But a Broncos fan reaction video featuring this guy over here is going to come out tonight. However, it also was probably going to be a Bears and Chargers fan reaction to the Khalil Mack.
Yes, that's what we're doing, baby.
The 1-2
That's what we're doing.
step.
Please get
Who's
that
gonna be
wig.
who's gonna be the rear legs is what I want to know. Who's gonna volunteer for that?
Russell
Maybe
Wilson.
it's time to step up.
Yeah.
That is
Russell Wilson's too
disgusting.
small to be the legs.
Who's gonna be the
That
rear
is also
legs?
true. Brandon, what is coming out?
I just posted a video today about basically everything we talked about in this episode. So make sure you
Nice.
watch it.
Solid.
Crucial. Tree, what about you?
Well, I just released a video today on Marge Schott, the old owner of the Cincinnati Reds. So it's she's a bit of a doozy.
Yeah, I
let's
watched
just put it
that
that way.
earlier. Yeah.
Okay,
Terrible.
and
person.
then I got the I'm gonna give it a couple, right? Give it a couple beats, and then we got NFL fans in the off season coming out where we just run down all these. So we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
Have we
And that
made
was
it
our
to
show?
the end of the show?
Yeah,
Have we made it? It seems like we